Hi everyone, hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into XRP. Once again, thank you for support. Okay, but the CoinsKid cruise, I think it was around about last Wednesday or Thursday, I did relay to you using the CoinsKid index right here on CoinsKid.com. This is an index of all the cryptos that we track basically. There's lots and lots of coins. I think we've got roughly 2 pages. We're looking to add more coins in time, but you know what we do tend to do is a filter process. We'll only add certain coins to this index to be, you know, obviously indexed to give you the micro and macro greed warnings basically going forward. So basically what we've got is really simple. On, I think it was Thursday last week, can't quite remember, there was a trade opportunity I relayed to you on XRP, and there was equally a micro greed warning. Okay, down here, for those people who remember, we had a buy warning on XRP. If we take a quick look at the chart right there, equally on the 4-hourly time frame, this is the 4-hourly time frame for XRP, there was a bullish divergence that I relayed to you at that particular time frame as well, with the buy warning on the micro greed indicator right there on CoinsKid.com. Basically really simple, an RSI diversion. Basically what we've got is a lower low in the index, which is your candlesticks, and then a higher low in the RSI. That's called a bullish divergence, and I relayed that to you. So a lot of people, they make the mistake of using the wicks of the candles. Basically with divergences, you always use the body of the candles. Okay, and I've taught you that over the years. Okay, always use the body of the candles. I see so many people making a mistake of using wicks. It's where you open and close basically on the candle bodies, and that gives you the divergence. So there we've got a low, a high low in the RSI, we've got a low and a lower low in the index. That's called a bullish divergence. Okay, there is a divergence cheat sheet on Google, just put divergence cheat sheet. So from left to right, from this point here, it looks as though right now there was some kind of ascending triangle there, doesn't there? You know what you're doing, you tackled the 20 EMA on the 4-hourly time frame, resistance, support, resistance, support, and right now from left to right we may be about to break out for XRP on the 3rd point contact of an ascending triangle from here. Okay, so I wouldn't take it off the table that we have a little pullback and then start to go, but if this does start to break out, okay, we've got the major move, which I think we could see a minimal rally to this level here. Okay, and then this is part of the bottoming process that we're looking at for XRP, and the clue was a little sweet entry spot, you know, a little sweet entry spot that I relayed to you to go long or spot position or whatever was at this point here, this bullish divergence. And obviously with the CoinsKid index right there showing you is in the buy warning. So let's take a quick look down this index right now. Are there any more buy warnings? Are there any sell warnings? You know, are there any trades going forward you know you're looking for today? So really simply, you've got a sell warning on the micro time frame. So if you're looking for a short today, or looking to make money in the market, you can come to CoinsKid.com, look at the micro greed section, look for coins that are showing buy warnings or sell warnings. So we'll take a look at Cardano, because straight away off the bat you've got a sell basically. So we'll click on this, and what we're looking for is 5 waves to the upside. So look at that, it's tagged that zone already. So for me, this is presenting a potential short opportunity, because what we've got on the 4-hourly time frame, we're overbought, and equally we're tagging this low resistance. So this may be part of some kind of big ascending triangle like this. So this is a potential short opportunity in Cardano that's rallied. Okay, I think Cardano's rallied quite high because there's some news about the Grayscale applying for the spot ETF listing basically. So we've seen a nice little move, but what have we done? We've tagged this resistance here. So this could be part and parcel of the reversal process, which is basically an admin bottom and an ascending triangle. So for a long period of time we want to see the high low structure from this particular pivot point here, which is the selling climax. I think last Monday that was, where we come up to resistance, make a high low, resistance, make a high low, and break out on the 3rd point resistance. That's a classic reversal pattern, which is called an ascending triangle. So this is why the micro greed index is showing us right now, right on cue, with an overbought conditions just there, tapping this leg of resistance. There may be a short opportunity on Cardano here to come back into this support, which is basically still a high low structure, and then ride it back up. So you know, this is what we look for. So you can use the index to find longs and shorts on the micro time frame. So I did present to you yesterday a tutorial on Blowfin on how to actually open shorts and how to actually open longs. So right now what we're going to do, because obviously it's a 4-hourly time frame, but like I said to you in yesterday's video, zoom in. I know it's an XRP video, I do apologize, but I'm just trying to teach you and help you how to trade right now. So here, from this low here, again, you got really oversold, look at that. So from there you've seen a beautiful 1 into a 2 like this, and then possibly some kind of big 3rd wave here, a 4 and a 5, right in the overbought conditions, just there, with a potential bearish divergence that's forming here. So you've got this overbought conditions there, you've got higher highs in the index and lower highs in the RSI. So this may start to roll backwards like this, back into support, creating a silo structure, then begin to attack that red line once more. Okay, so this could present a nice short opportunity, and like I taught you in yesterday's video, if you're looking for a short, all you've got to do is put your stop loss on the pivot high, the 5th wave up, where you started your bearish divergence. Look at that. And then, that's where your stop loss is. So it becomes a very minimal risk trade. So right now, if Cardano does something like this, starts to retrace, and as a retracement coming back, this is just an opportunity to ride a short on Cardano with a very minimal risk stop loss, basically. So from now, if it takes out the high, it's roughly 2.28%. So that's just a little short opportunity, and it was presented to you. Obviously you've got to do your own due diligence and your own research. On CoinsKid.com, on the index, it told you on the microgrid you've got a sell warning, which is a short opportunity, okay? But you've got to back it up with a 5-wave move to the upside. And I taught you that in yesterday's video. Again, TRX is offering one. So with TRX and Tron, I do apologize. I know this is an XRP video. I'm just always looking for setups and trade setups for you. So obviously on the index, we've got sell warning from the bottom here. Got 1 into a 2 into a huge 3 into a 4 into potential 5-wave move up. Then you've come back like this. You've pierced this high. So, you're running out of steam here. And equally what you're getting on the 15-minute is a bearish divergence. Okay, so this again, the index is telling you right now, you possibly got a short opportunity here on Tron. But again, obviously do your own due diligence, put your stop loss to minimize your risk right there. And there's a potential short opportunity, okay, on the likes of Tron. So are there any buying opportunities? If we go down, a lot of the market is sitting in neutral right now. It's pushing up. So I would imagine we could possibly find some buy opportunities the further we go down the list. Because like I've always taught you, you'll always see the top end of the market pump and then the rest of the market follows, okay? There's a coin called Peak. Let's take a quick look at that. What's this doing? Again, we've got a nice bullish divergence down here. So this might be a nice little spot buy. Not quite know. Some Q coin. Again, do your own due diligence. But we've got a nice little bullish divergence building here on the 4-hourly time frame where you've got these high lows and lower lows in the index. So this may be about to turn around. If it does, you could see a significant pump on this particular project to this double top drop here. So that might be a sweet little spot buy position on PEAQ. On Qcoin. So from there right now, you're looking at a whopping 166% potential upside. Okay, what all it's done is impulsive ABC corrective, retain this high-low structure from November last year, and right now you've got a bullish divergence on the 4-hourly time frame where this starts to get its ass back up a 20 EMA on the 4-hourly time frame, and it could rally into 0.6350, and that was simply brought to my attention by the index on CoinsKid.com. Otherwise I would never have looked at this coin. This coin can be traded on Qcoin. I wouldn't necessarily look to leverage trade this particular coin, but might add some spot positions, and this has just been brought to my attention by the index. So that's how I find my little opportunities. Let me dive into all the charts right now that have got me really bullish for this crypto market. A lot of people say I'm a moon tile, bull tile, whatever, but I am extremely bullish going forward because of all the charts that I'm looking at. So I'll relay all them to you right now to build a confluence my analysis that, I don't necessarily think we've entered a bear market here for XRP. I actually see more moves to the upside, another impulsive move to the upside, and obviously I'll go through the XRP chart with yourselves, okay? So that's just a little quick tutorial on how to use CoinsKid.com on the microgrid index to find opportunities for longs and shorts, and obviously spot positions as well. So let me dive into the indicators and a couple of charts that have got me really bullish going forward, because I do think, and as you're fully aware, I do rely on the data on this channel, okay? And what we've not seen for XRP is 5 waves to the upside. Now there's one key significant data point that everybody is ignoring in this market, and I'm going to go through exactly what that is today with you, okay? So I think the major key data point is a data point that people are just ignoring. It's the key data point I relayed to you on November the 20th, 2022, at the foot of the mountain right there for Bitcoin. It had its correction, it came down, and then boom, we was looking at 3-year appreciation where, you sell 3 years after the event, basically. So you got 3-year upside, and then obviously on the 3rd year you begin your bear market or correction. So typically, you're looking at this. Bitcoin looks like a buy January 2023 and a sell January 2025. So that was actually a typo. I did amend that. So will the cycles keep repeating? Is it really that simple? So obviously January 2026, the typo just there. I'll put it on the same day right there. So, in theory, we've just got to respect the data, and this is what I've taught you on the channel. Data over everything. Obviously the price structure is the most important thing, but I do rely on the data here. So I'm going to show you the data points stacking up in the indicators and equally in the price structure that I'm looking at, that, telling us right now that this market is not necessarily into the bear market, which is what a lot of people think it has. And what we're looking at is a very, very fruitful year here in crypto, and, a major move to the upside. And a lot of these coins, especially XRP, because like I've relayed in many videos, I do actually think we've got a 5th wave missing here. Actually 2 impulses missing. I'll go through that with you in today's video. So again, I'm looking for the validation. I don't quite see it. I think that at the moment it's just caught in a correction. C wave, nasty, horrible, shake people out, and they tend to panic people and leave them in a state of overly bearishness. So like I've always taught you, C waves, if you can find the bottom of them, typically we look for 5 waves. If you pinpoint the bottom, it's actually an opportunity, and we've been here a million times, okay? So that, with the data lining up right now, I do think there's a chance that we have got further to go in this bull market this year, because we're only in the month of February, okay, and everyone's already extremely bearish, and all we've done is gone sideways pretty much since December last year, which is where I actually think an expanded flat correction has actually began for XRP and the entire crypto market, not just XRP. So I'll go through that with you today, and I'll be as thorough as I can, okay, to build a confidence in my analysis. I actually think that XRP is still bullish, okay, as odd as it is to believe. Let me dive into the other charts right now to show you, okay. So quickly look at the Bitcoin insights. We've got 3 years up. This is pretty much at the end of November, right there, 2022. I did relay to, we should be looking at 3 years appreciation. And look at that, the data is winning, isn't it? Okay, so this year we should have a fruitful year, but this year we should enter a bear market for crypto and Bitcoin. And then this next year, 2026, should look like this, okay? It should be red, basically. And then at the end of 26, we'll try and find the bottom again, and then we'll ride it back up, okay? So I'm just relying on the data, unless, obviously, something happens. Does Bitcoin break down here? Is it, invalidating a 3 year cycle where it's up only season? Or is it, just going to break out and it's going to decouple from risk and just take off into space and things like that? But I'm always looking at confluence in many other charts to build my analysis of whether or not we're going to go up or down, basically. So there's a couple of key charts that nobody's looking at that I think give us a game away, okay? And obviously I'm looking for the invalidation of charts. So what are those charts? The first chart is the S&P 500, okay? So in theory, green year this year for Bitcoin, enter a bear market, crypto as well, XRP is not exempt, and then next year is a red year, blood, fear, depression, but at the bottom of that mountain we'll buy again. Let me dive into the S&P 500 right now to show what I'm looking at, okay? So looking at this chart, this is the S&P 500. I think at the moment we're in a target to the 2 fib, and if this chart remains in targets, and this is something I've taught you over the years, okay, if this chart remains bullish, XRP eventually plays catch up, although it doesn't feel like it. So this has been a chart I've been showing to you many years. On this trend break here in January, we've got the breakout back test. At this point, I said to you, I'm extremely bullish on this chart, and this is really bullish for XRP and Bitcoin, okay? I expect both of those charts to come up and make all-time highs, which is exactly what they've done. But most importantly, this chart, okay, this chart is the clue. This is the cheat sheet, and right now it is. This remains bullish for me. I don't see any reason why this chart is bearish, okay, because what we've done, we've broken out here on the 1.618. Look at that, broke out like an absolute boss. Level of resistance, fell back to support, broke out, back test, coiling up, boom. We've got some kind of flag here, and like I've taught you, overlapping price structure, that's corrective after an impulse. So possibly got some kind of flag, which is a bull flag like this, coming back, coiling up for the next leg up. So providing this chart remains bullish, which currently it is, then XRP plays catch up. Really simple, because this is the king and it trickles down into crypto, okay? This is the major risk factor, okay? If this is bullish, Bitcoin, crypto, XRP is bullish. If this is bearish, then your XRP, your Bitcoin is going to get absolutely smashed up, because it's the minnows of risk. I hope you understand what I'm saying right there. So I'm looking at this. I think possibly impulsive. We've got some kind of 5-wave correction, possibly back down to the 20 before the turnaround in this chart. But going forward, if we hit this level of resistance, which is basically your next fib target at the 2 fib, which is 6634, I do think at that particular time frame, whenever it is in time, that could be a de-risk moment in crypto for us, okay? Whether or not we enter a bear market at that point or a major correction, I just think at that point right there, we need to think about our position in XRP. So I'll relay that to you and keep you updated, because if you take a look at the fibs there, absolute beautiful. Look at the 1.272 correction, 1414 correction, breakout 1.618 correction, and right now breakout backtest 20 and a 1.618. This is an incredibly bullish chart for me at the moment. So this is why I do remain bullish on crypto and XRP, and I just think what we're going through right now is a correction. So I'm always looking at charts to build as confidence that I'm bullish or bearish, and this is one of the reasons. Go back to the videos, guys. I was extremely bullish on XRP and Bitcoin in January of 2023. After a correction, I said to you, I'm really bullish here, with the data lining up as well of the cycle theories. Boom. It was an amazing opportunity, and I kept relaying that to you, okay, in all the videos. So we've done incredibly well so far. So I actually think a 5-wave move up has began for XRP in January of 2023, and it's represented within this chart on this breakout after this correction, okay? So really simply, what I'm looking at is once this chart breaks down below this fixed yellow line, turns into resistance multiple weeks, boom, we're out of there, we're over, and we've got to anticipate a pullback and a correction, a bear market, and a deeper macro correction for XRP. And I'll try and find you all those targets going forward, okay? But until that day comes, again, I've just got to rely on the data. I'm just got to rely on the structure within this chart. This is an incredibly bullish market structure, okay, for this particular project, which is the S&P 500. So again, what we could do is drop the XRP chart in for you right now. And look at this, okay, so I've been incredibly bullish since this break here, okay, and this is pretty much where XRP bottom. We've come up into 1.618, the flagging ABC correction, and all the time everyone was extremely bearish on the pullback, and you know, XRP is a poo coin and things like that, and I kept relaying to you, overlapping corrective price structure. It's corrective, not bearish, okay? Obviously it's coming back, it's horrible, but it's coming back to where it came from. You've got impulsive corrective, and right now you've had a massive impulsive move here for XRP, and it's coming back a little bit, and everyone's like, bear market, oh no, XRP is going to zero and things like that. But just like the clues in this chart that were really, really bullish in all of this correction and pullback, I kept relaying to you that this chart is the clue. This is what we need to pay attention to. The S&P 500, ignore all the noise, ignore all the naysayers, ignore all the, you know, the fear mongers and the people that are calling XRP a shy coin, because, you know, I was showing you every single day that this chart is boss, and it still is boss, and not a lot of people are paying attention to this chart. So this was confidence to my analysis that this chart was incredibly bullish, and so far it's a big tick to that, okay? So the minute this breaks down, unless, again, like I said earlier in the video, it's just some kind of decoupling, which I don't necessarily anticipate. There's no reason to see a decoupling at the moment until obviously it happens. I've just got to respect this chart. So at the moment, I think this is a raging bull market looking for the 2 fib. So if we drop the XRP pricing again, you know, this is why I do think at this point, if you take a look right on cue on these fibs, look at that. There was your 1.272, XRP corrected. There was your 1414, XRP corrected. There was your 1.618, XRP corrected right on cue back before the breakout, as this broke out as well. So I would anticipate that in time, if this starts to trend up like this and we get a breakout here for XRP, right on cue on the 2 fib at 6634, because look at the confluence on these fibs, it's amazing. Right on the 2 fib, we could experience a bigger correction back down to the 1.618 before potential blow off top to the 2.72, and that would be your wave 4 into your final 5th wave, right on cue 2.272 before the major bear market begins in both of these charts, okay? And that's basically it. That's a confluence that I see at the moment anyway, that we are actually still bullish here for XRP until I start to see structural data in the king of risk, which is your S&P 500. So what else is there? Let me show you right now. There's a couple more charts going forward that I think we've got an impulsive wave missing here for XRP, okay? Let me show you. So I do apologize if I'm boring you, but I just like to sometimes zoom out and build a case from a macro outlook basically, and you know, I do envision an impulsive move missing here for XRP until I start to see structural data in other charts that suggest otherwise. So really simply, this is the tether dominance. I think we've got a 5-wave move down here, and what we've done is 4 in this last leg. So I'll go through this with you. This is your top in Bitcoin, November 2022. We had a 1 into a zigzag 2. We have the big flush 3, okay, which was basically the top last year in the spring, and then we've flagged back up, and this is part of my confluence analysis at this point in the late summer last year, that this is a descending triangle. Once this breaks down, we will see XRP break out to the upside. For anyone paying attention, it was part of the confluence. So this is a bearish pattern. Once it breaks down to this channel, which is the target basically of a bearish rising channel, you break down, you back test the resistance, boom, drop. So it's showing you every single day, as well as the S&P 500 and the Bitcoin dominance, that I do expect this to waterfall down to this target here, okay? So from there, I think we've seen some kind of ABC back up into this God candle back test, look at that, just there, and right now we're getting a rejection. So we may have actually bottomed on that wick, okay? And right now we're just building a base for this to continue to the downside. If we do start to see something like this, then from this high here, which is where pretty much the bull markets began for Bitcoin, a massive impulsive move, we've got a 1 into a 2 into a 3 into a flagging 4 into a final 5th wave, which consists of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves to the downside. So that may trigger, you know, some kind of bigger macro correction once we get down there, where it comes up like this, and then we see another final flush in your final big macro wave. So this is the confluence right now in the tether dominance, okay? We're looking at retracement into this God candle breakout just there. We back tested it just there, sorry, back tested it, and like right now, if we start to see a rollover and rejection and start to lose this pivot low, then okay, you've got your vertical to the upside in XRP, because this chart is showing you that, okay, the potential scenario. So again, there's no moon tile, bull tile, whatever, but you know, this is the setup that I see at the moment. Obviously, I'm looking for the validation. If we begin to do something like this and break out the tether dominance, then this was your top right there for XRP, okay, and obviously Bitcoin. And then at that point, you know, the data's broken and we roll into some kind of bigger macro correction at that point. But at the minute, I'm going to get the benefit of the doubt. We are missing a final 5th wave in the last wave here. So we've got some kind of 1, 2, 1, 4, 3, 4, 5. So that's your 3rd wave. And just here you go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was your 1st wave. And right now you got a 1, 2, 3, 4, final fifth wave missing here. So this is a 1, into a 2, into a 3, into a 4, into a 5. So we've got some kind of final fifth wave missing here in the tether dominance, which may be a clue to the final breakout before a bigger macro correction right there for XRP. The other chart I'm going to show you right now is a Bitcoin dominance, which for me has not printed the end phase of the cycles that we do typically see in Bitcoin, okay? So looking at the Bitcoin dominance on the monthly time frame, we've not seen the characteristics in this particular chart, which also spells the end for me. We've seen a nice little micro sort of pullback there, right there. Just that little pullback just there, you know, XRP absolutely took off into space. If we take a look at the XRP chart, and this is part of my confidence analysis for those people paying attention, this rejection on this neckline is where I did say to you, I expect XRP to break out as this pulls back. But what I was looking for, to be honest with you, is a retracement, then the drop, okay? But what I think we've got in both of these charts, an expanded flat correction. So we've come up like this and we should be looking to drop, where this is coming back like this, looking to pop. As this drops to the downside, we should see a continuation in the XRP chart, because you know this is typically what we see right towards the end of every cycle. Is the characteristics in this chart of the end of the cycle, which is basically a Bitcoin dominance waterfalling, which we saw there, and we've just not seen here yet, okay? So again, there's no bias, but this is something I'll be looking for. If we break down below the thick yellow line, which is 20-month EMA, and we're beginning to roll, then you know the next couple of months, when that bit does begin to happen, could be very, very fruitful, because alt season doesn't last very long. If you look at that 1, 2, 3 months, it's over. You start to fall below the 20 within the next couple of months, boom, you're down here, and your alts are taking off into space, and Bitcoin's sort of coming up slowly but surely and running out of steam. And that's where we do start to see, you know, the sort of characteristics within this chart. Okay, you know, we're right towards the end of the cycle right there, and we just don't see it yet in this chart. So that's one of the key things I'm looking at is confluence of data. Okay, big tick, the cycle's over basically. So is there anything else on this chart? So this is a monthly time frame right now. We do have 17 days and 12 hours to go, but if we do start to hold this candle like this, this is a bearish divergence, on the monthly time frame, where we've got really overbought. We've come back, this has made a higher high, you know, and boom, we're making a lower high in the RSI. Now this is not printing yet. You always have to wait for the candle to print, basically, as I've shown you. This is not closed yet, so we've got to be patient. Anything can happen. But if in the next 17 days we do start to see this higher close on the monthly time frame with a bearish divergence, this increases the probability, okay, we'll begin to roll over here, and boom, right on cue, you've got your big waterfall like we did there and like we did there, and that is, boom, a big tick to the end of cycle right there, which we just don't see in the current time frame on the Bitcoin dominance. So this is one of the key charts I'm looking at right now. I've been looking at this for a very long time with yourselves, you know, so going forward, let's dive into the XRP chart right now to see what we can see in the current time frame, okay? The quick little update on Fartboy, so far so good. It's doing incredibly well. I mean, the structure of the chart at the moment is incredibly bullish. I think it's one of the most bullish charts in crypto. And again, there's no bias. I'm just relaying the data. It's corrective price structure. I'll try and get the video out to you today on Fartboy as an update. But, you know, I just want to update the XRP crowd. I know a lot of you are really, really angry and you get really annoyed with me and things like that. But all I'm trying to do on this channel is make you as much money as I can in this particular cycle. And this is all I'm ever trying to do. I hope you appreciate that, okay? So just a little update for you. Fartboy trading will go live on my 45th birthday. What a lovely little birthday present from Blowfin. Actually, they didn't even know it was my birthday. It's just coincidental. Honestly, it is. I'm not lying to you. But right now, Blowfin spot will list Fartboy. Deposits open, spot trading 11 a.m. on Thursday, 13th of February, and withdrawals opened. Amazing new listing Fartboy. Fantastic. And like I've taught you, organic meme coins, CX listings come very slowly, so this is ticking all the boxes for me. The price structure is looking incredibly bullish. I'll try and get that video out for you today, okay? Let's dive into the XRP chart right now. So looking at XRP on the weekly, there are a couple more indicators that you can look at, you know, to add confidence to my analysis that we will see another impulsive move up here for XRP. One is the price cycle top. I think I went through that in a recent video with you on XRP. I won't go through with it today because obviously the video is getting really long and I don't want to keep you time. I do apologize about that. So now and again, I will do these longer videos, but I do try and keep them short as I can for you. But, you know, I think, you know, there's no bias here. What I see in front of us is basically this is a correction that we've been going through. And right now we're looking to hold the support and then break out to the upside. So my next target, really simple, if we see a major move to the upside in the crypto markets, we could see XRP rally significantly to the 1.272 fib, around about $8.31. So if it does break out, okay, any day soon or whatever, it starts to take off, then I want to see at that particular time frame, 1.272, what is the S&P 500 doing at that point? You know, is it attacking that 2-fib? If it attacks a 2-fib right on cue with that 1.272, this is where we could, you know, begin to de-risk basically and scale out of XRP, because it could be the beginning of a macro correction. Who knows? But that's my primary expectation at the moment. I don't necessarily think we're falling into a bear market here because of the data that I'm looking at. So for those people that have been with the channel for a very long time, okay, I lost a lot of subscribers. My channel blew up literally here because I called this exact move into that resistance, and then I called the exact drop into this level of support. It was a major crash and correction, but I hold my hands up. I honestly did think we would turn around and come out with Bitcoin towards the end of the year and have the blow off top just there. I hold my hands up. I honestly did think that because of the cycles, okay, but what I never envisioned until the structure told me that, and again, the structure is boss, until we start to get this A wave down, the lower high B, and then the zigzag double top drop. This is where I did flip incredibly bearish on XRP, looking for the bigger macro correction of a zigzag, an A, B, C. But like I said to you here, and I lost a lot of subscribers, I do appreciate that, and I completely understand why, but I kept reminding you and telling you, I actually think, stop being fearful. Don't lose your head. This is a corrective phase of a bull market. This is a simple zigzag correction after an impulsive move up, corrective move up, and boom, you're looking at a vertical in this chart, because it's the same as this. And I relay to you, because if this was a bear market, which is what a lot of people are calling for, then all you got to do is sell, go away and buy 90, I think it's around about 95%. We do typically fall in a bear market. Now, I'm not saying that that's not a bear market, but because I knew it was a corrective phase of a bull market, I did give you the projection of exactly where I thought we would bottom, because it's the same as this previous cycle. From there, it was around about 85% to the downside of an ABC. So from there to there, this is where we were putting bids on for anyone paying attention. So like I said to you, I think that this cycle here, that was a bear market, around about 95% drawdown. Then this was your bear market from that peak there in 2018, 95% drawdown. So this is why at this point I said to you, I think this here is this, ABC is this, and then we'll come up, go sideways, break out, come up, go sideways, break out. So right now this is where we are, in my opinion. We're attacking the all-time high, going sideways, attacking the all-time high, going sideways. So this is why, if I'm just respecting what we've done before, and so far this is what's got us here, we should be consolidating a range, looking to break out to the upside, which is this next leg here. Then again, go sideways, keep an eye on the S&P 500, see what it's doing at the time. If we can go sideways in a range, and boom, we break out again, which would be absolutely amazing. Do we get to 1.76, 1.618 in this cycle? I honestly don't know. I don't expect it, to be honest with you, because it's quite a task. But you know, anything can happen. It has been my target for a very long time. Like I said to you, the 1.618, around about $27, is my target, providing this bear market low holds, and which currently it has. You've got an impulsive corrective move, which we trace to this low, and then we broke out again here for XRP. So in the current time frame, we've just got to see XRP maintain this bullish market structure, which currently it is, with the data points stacking up right there. So going forward, keep an eye on them data points and indicators that I've shown you, and on CoinsKid.com as well, you've got the pi cycle top indicator and the STFR. So in theory, over the next few weeks, we should be consolidating a range, some kind of selling climax on a 20, hold the support, and then begin to break out. My minimal target for you in this bull market is $8.31. Do we enter a macro correction at there, some kind of fall and find a fifth wave? It's absolutely possible. So the end target could be as high as $13.45. But obviously, I don't know what's going to happen. I've not got a crystal ball. It is all about price structure. Price structure is boss, and that's the main thing going forward. Okay, so if we break down significantly in this chart, then okay, we've got to respect, okay, this is some kind of retracement, and we're not doing exactly what we've done before, which so far, uncannily, we actually are. Okay, and this is why I'm respecting the setup, because it's setup we've been looking at for a very long time. This here is the same as all of this here at the moment, until obviously it's not and it deviates, which currently we're not. So I understand that update. I do apologize about the length of this video, but so far I don't see any reason to be bearish on XRP. I'm actually really bullish for the next big impulse, and at the moment I'm still holding on. I have took a small portion of my XRP and rotated in some of these altcoins that I think have got a greater appreciation from here, because obviously you know, from here, if you take a look, if we continue to rally, you've got around about 243% move, but I'm seeing some coins that are doing that on a daily basis. Okay, so this is why I'm rotating some of my XRP at this time frame, but not all of it, like a lot of you degens are, and I've said that to you, don't be a degen. But anyway, I wish you almost luck going forward. I keep updated as best I can. If you are looking to trade XRP on a non-KYC, definitely get involved in Blowfin right there. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care everyone, back soon with update on XRP. Bye bye.